Alright, so I'm going to be demoing my code now. This is the Robot Shop, my GUI interface. You can see, I have 4 main windows: File, Sales Window, Client Window, Make. Basically, I wanted to break it up into basically subsections where you can do everything from 3 main windows: a Make, a Client Window, and a Sales Window. And in the Make, you have a submenu where you can make the different parts all the way from arm, arm 2, head, torso, motor, and model. So I'm going to start with the arm. Call it, sorry, grab that. Call it arm 1. You can see I have my FL inputs here. I'm going to go at 111. Give it a cost of 12. Give it a power of 12. Give it a weight of 12. And then I'm going to type in a little description. I'm going to call it arm1 test. Then I'm going to add an image. And you can see the images pop up. And when I click the image, this will close the window. A little callback. Sorry about that. See? Add. And then what I did is once you add it, it deletes the input so you know that it's been added. So then you close that window. And then it's the same for ARM2, so we're just going to call this ARM2X. And then we're going to give it an ID of 2222 and a cost of 10 and a power of 8, just to be different, and a weight of 8, and we'll call it ARM2X test for its description. Add image. We'll add the same kind of image. Gets rid of that window. Add. So we know we did all that. Now we're going to make our head. Same thing, a little different. It says robot head at the top for the main menu so you know what you're doing. Robo name for the robo head part. So we're going to call it head X. Let's give it an ID of 3333 and a robot cost of 12 and a weight of 12 and a short description. We'll call it head X test. And we're going to add an image. Choose that image, add, and that. Now we go to torso. The torso will have multiple parts. I had, because each torso can have up to 3 batteries. When you're building a torso, it's all included within the window. So you could go torso X, we'll give it an ID of 6666, a robot cost of 12, a robot weight of 8, an energy of 16, 16, and a description, torso X test. And then we're going to add an image. Click that for the image. But then we're also going to add 1 battery to it. So we'll call this battery 1. And battery 2 and 3 are the same windows, but just with battery 2 and 3 at the top. Same thing. So we're just going to give it an ID of 1212. Will cost of $5. Energy of 5. And a robot weight of 3, and a short description we'll call it battery test. And we'll add an image, and then we add, and then it gets rid of it, then we get rid of the window. Then we finished the torso, add. Now that torso is complete with that battery. Now we build the motor, and we're going to call it motor X. Motor X. And we're going to give it an ID of 5454. We'll give it a cost of $23. We'll give it a power of 12, MPH 18, and a weight 12, and a description motor X test. And then we'll add some more words just so you can see it's a multi-line, because it's a multi-line output. Let's add an enter space, next line underneath. And then we're going to add, we already added the image, so we're going to then, I believe we added the image.
I don't think you added the image.
So I'm going to go then, oh no we didn't, so here we go. Add image, and then add, that adds the motor, make, model. Now when you build the model has different components. You can give it the model name, so we're going to call it Model X. We're going to give it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 as its ID number. But then as we're adding parts, it contains it internally, so it will always update as you add. See, we have 2 arms because we built 2 arms. So we can choose one of the arms. So I'm going to go look up the arm by typing in the ID number, look at arm, and then it gives you all the info, the name, the ID number, the power, the weight, the cost, and the description, ARM1 test. And I'm going to add that arm. So now that arm is added to this model. Arm 2 will be added to the model. So now we'll go 2, 2, 2, 2. Look at arm. There's it, ARM 2X, 222, 8 watts, 8, 10, ARM 2 text. Okay, we're going to added the ARM 2. So we're then going to add a head. Oh, there's our head, 3333. We're going to look at head. It's all there. We're going to add that. That's good. Then we're going to add a motor. 5.4, 5.4. Look at motor. There's our motor. We're going to add that motor. Close that. Then we're going to add a torso. Same kind of thing for like this. It keeps track of all. There are more torsos they would show on the list as well, but we're only doing one. So 6666. Add torso. So we have our torso and our one battery, and the battery 2 and 3 would be here, but they're empty because we haven't added them. So you can see there's info for battery 1 and the torso name, but that's about it. So we're going to add that torso. And then that's it for the part. So now we're going to add an image to this model. Oh, and I forgot to say, I would have shown earlier, but as you're doing this, we're going to update cost. And as you see, as I hit that button, it shows you $74. As you continuously add things to your model, you can hit the update cost button, and it'll constantly show you what the price of that model is. So when you're setting the cost, you can know how much it's costing to build that model. So then model description, model X test, and we're going to add an image. We'll add that image. We got a model X test, and then we're going to give it a cost of 80. Nah, let's give it 90. $90 since it's $74 to build it. Build, and now that should be built. Once it's built, the model will automatically be added to your client list. So when you open your client window, which I will do, they should be able to see that model name, the model number, and the price of that model. Client window. And as we can see in the model list, we have our model name, Model X1234 is the ID, and it's $90. So we're going to look at that model, 1, 2, 3, 4, look at model button. And as you can see, we have our model name, ID number, price, description thing. And as you click the lower parts, you get both. You can look at what you get. See, there's ARM 1. ARM 2, we have our image of the model. We have a head, motor, torso, and our battery 1 of that torso are all there. We're going to add this model to order. So it's added it to order. So then we're going to type our name, Daniel B. It's my name. Let's say Daniel B. Our phone number, 817-235-1285. And then we're going to click on next on one of the shipping. So I'm going to say 2 to 4 days, which is $5. So I'm going to click that. Complete order. So it shows client name, Daniel B, our number, the model we ordered, Model X, how much it will cost, the model tax, which will be, I added it to be 2%, so it takes 2% of whatever the final price of your model is and adds that, plus the shipping, which we chose a $5 shipping. Shipping's there. Total cost would be $96.08. So then we're going to go order. And once you click the order, it closes the client window, and the window will continue to maintain the data, so we'll remember you as a client or you as a sales associate, but that's done internally, which I will show at the end of this sales window. And it says type in the name and client and press the view, then hit order button to complete order. So to type the name of the client you want to view and hit view. So enter name and client here. So I can see opened order by a client, Daniel B. So Daniel B. Let's view that order. Now it's updated. Client name Daniel B. His name, the model he ordered, and how much he cost. So I'm going to say I'll order that for him. And then it's going to ask me for my name. I'll call my name Jam B. Just the, I'll give him the order number. I'll call this order 1145. My sales ID, which is the first time it'll keep track of this as well. I'll call my sales ID 2211. The date of the sales was 12/5/2016. Give myself a description. This is a sale to Daniel B. So, and then I'm going to finish my order. And now it's finished. But like I said, it keeps track of your stuff. So I'm going to close this window. And now I'm going to open the sales window again. And if you wanted to do stuff, you would replace this and change things. But I'm going to view sales, my old sales. So I hit the view sales button. And like I said, it keeps track of you internally. So if I just type in a random name, Trevor. Oh. Trevor, and look, view purchases, you have no orders because it will only look for your name and it will constantly, and if I did later on, if I did multiple orders, I would eventually want to add a scroll bar so you could go lower down, but for now this was in line with what needed to be done for a one-man team project. So now I'm going to type in my name, the client name, JamB, and then view purchases. Oh, there we go. JamB, my name, the description of the sale. This sale is to Daniel B. The order was shipped, the date of the sale, the order number, the client name, the client's phone number, and what the client ordered, which was this model for that many dollars. And then you could, just to keep track, and as I said, you could do the same with the client window. If you're a client, you want to view your old orders, view orders. And again, if I type in just a random name, Jerry. Does Jerry have any orders? You have no orders. So, but if I type in, well, that was Gary, not Jerry, but if I type in my name, Daniel B, view purchases. And then it shows my sales associate who ordered it was James B, ordered was shipped, the date of the sale, the order number, and my name, the number, and the model, and the cost. And that would be, and then that's basically it. Everything else is just repetitive, keeping track of the same kind of thing. And then finally you can go a file, quit. And that's my code.